if you want to hate read something, maybe you can go for this, but like if you're trying to get enjoyment out of a book, no, this is not worth it. What's up everyone, it's Hannah. Welcome back to my channel. I read a bunch of holiday romances during December, like literally that's the only thing that I read. So I'm here to tell you if they were worth it or not. And spoiler alert, a majority of them were not worth it. There are gonna be some light spoilers for some of these books, but like really these are just like 100 pages long. Really anything pretty much is a spoiler. And with that, let's get started. I'm going in chronological order. So the first book that I read was Santa's Obsession by Emma Bray. And it's like a mall Santa and like an elf, and it has a rich girl, poor convict-ish bad boy dude. For me, like the pros were, it was really short. The cons, it was like a virgin romance and it like dealt with it really weirdly. I did not know that this was a virgin romance because I was coming off of a different virgin romance and I was like, I need a palate cleanser. So I clicked on this and it turned out it was another virgin romance and I was absolutely dismayed. But also like they used like really traumatic events for like a third act conflict, but I was like, this book is too short to like have a third act conflict. They already had like rich and poor dynamic and like parents intervening and everything. Like I was just like, this is a lot, and it wasn't even like good. It was out of the realm of possibility and I was like, no. So overall, not worth it. The second book that I read was Secret Santa by, I think it's like mayra Statham. It's a little sister and a brother's best friend, and he's like an ex-marine or something like that. Pros, she's not a virgin. Cons, she was called Nori, which made me think of seaweed for like the whole book. Like I was texting Sarah and I was like, Nori, and she's like, oh my god, seaweed. And also technically they first hooked up during Thanksgiving, so is it really like Christmas? It is technically in like the holiday season. Another con, I did not like the back muscles of the guy on the cover. I also really wasn't a fan of like their holiday themed dirty talk. It was like a little cringy. I think the main thing that I remember was the line from the cover which goes, her stocking's going to get stuffed, which, because it's so comically hilarious, I think that is a redeeming factor. But in the end, I don't think that this was worth it because the cons really outweigh the pros. And then I read Reindeer Falls by Jana Aston, all three, like the original ones that were published in like 2017. I know she published another like 3 books for this series this year, I think, and those have like cuter covers than whatever the fuck like this one was. But I read the original 3 and it has like 3 sisters, holiday, they're falling in love in the holidays, blah blah. Just to like preface this, I think all of the books are like, they're better than the first 2 books. I don't hate myself for reading them, so I think it's like worth a read. The first book is The Boss Who Stole Christmas. It's an office romance. Pros, trip to Germany. They also didn't start boinking until like halfway through, so we got a little bit of plot, like who is she? And then, oh, funny thing, Holly's countdown to Dickmas calendar. The banter between the sisters was very, very nice. Cons, it's a really ugly ass cover. Like it's ugly. And then also like there were some continuity errors and like editing stuff that I was like, but in the last chapter you said this, but now this is happening. So there's just some like things I could nitpick, but overall it like didn't really detract from my enjoyment of the book. So I do think that this was worth to read. And then the second book in this series was If You Give a Jerk Gingerbread. So it's like small town baker versus like TV baker and like a baking competition. So it gave like Great British Bake Off vibes, but low budget Great British Bake Off. Rose, this is a quote, sweet Pillsbury doughboy. This is my idea of porn. You're gonna have to read the book to find out what that means in context. So also her name is Ginger. We love a Ginger. My kindergarten and first grade teacher, her name was also Ginger. We love her. And also he's like really sweet. At the end, they're doing like cute shit together. Cons, again, like it's just an ugly ass cover. Like all the books have ugly covers, and like I think that really like it detracts from my desire to put it on my Goodreads. But at the same time, like I have weird stuff on my Goodreads, so I put it. Also with the challenges and episodes thing was kind of confusing. It was another like continuity thing that I was like, am I feeling this? But I think I liked this book the most out of the three of them. And then finally, the last book in like the original like trilogy was The One Night Stand Before Christmas. It's a Santa hookup, but I don't know. The only thing that I really liked in this book was the grandmother who is trying to like hook up her grandson and like this person who, I don't know what her job is, but like she works with like retired people or whatever. And another pro is that this one has a prologue and an epilogue, which the other two books did not have. Cons, I did not like this couple at all. It might just be like the way that they started out, like compared to the other two, which had more plot before they started hooking up. This one sort of had a hookup and then the plot. Also, I have questions about the consent in this one. And you know, like if I'm questioning the consent, does that give off holiday cheer? Personally, this was my least favorite out of the three, but I mean, like, it wasn't horrible. I still liked it more than like Secret Santa and like whatever the first book was. After that, I read Kissmas Eve by M.E. Carter. This was like another office romance. It was pretty sweet. Pros, it's short. It has dual POV, which is like pretty rare for a lot of these books. Cons, I just found it really unbelievable like what she was wearing into an office, because it just was not professional attire. She was wearing some tights, and like every time she bent over she would like flash everybody because they were too thin, and like they were just gonna let it slide. Like, how is she not getting cited for like not being professional? But also this one is, it has no smut, so if you're looking for a little more wholesome, clean romance, you can go with this. After that, I read Dipped in Holly by Dana Easley. I don't know. Is it like Isley? I don't know how to pronounce her last name. But this was age gap and has like daddy praise kink. Pros, it got straight to the point. Like, it knew what it was trying to do and it did it. It was really hot. It had like a more discreet cover, which I really enjoyed. And also there's a song for each chapter, which we know I'm a sucker for playlists. Cons, I do wish that it was a bit longer, but like definitely it was worth the read. Like, it was so worth the read. If you're looking for something steamy, hot, and like Christmas-ish related, like it didn't really explicitly focus on the holidays, but it had like nods to Christmas. Like, you can read this. This is definitely 18 plus though. Definitely. After that, I read A Very Grumpy Christmas by Jerica Macmillan. It's like neighbors, friends with benefits. He's taking care of his little sister and she like works at a Christmas thing with her family. Pros, it's a 6-year-old who curses. Cons, it's like friends with benefits. Does that spark holiday cheer? No. I was a little disappointed in that. You sort of see it coming and I was just like, no, I'm not really feeling the friends with benefits right now. It also has a cute cover. If friends with benefits is like your cup of tea, then like yes, but personally it's not mine. So I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. And this was definitely more of a novel. Like, it's not 100 pages, it's like a little thicker. So because it didn't really do what I wanted to do, it didn't make me like feel all giddy about the holidays. I'm gonna say no, it wasn't worth the read, but I feel like it has potential for people who enjoy the friends with benefit trope. So don't write it off just because I didn't like it. And then finally, I'm technically still reading this book. I'm still listening to it, and I feel like that says something, but it's One Day in December by Josie Silver. It's like girl and like best friend's boyfriend, and it's like a missed opportunity romance. Pros, absolutely nothing. Cons, everybody is a cheater, pumpkin eater. I hate all of them. I hate everything and everything that they do. They somehow manage to make like the worst possible decisions at every point in the book, and that drives me insane. I hate the guy, I hate the girl. Like, the person that I thought I liked did something. No. Also, I was listening to this. This is the only audiobook and like the whole entire list, but I was listening to this and I work out and listen to it, and I literally got on the treadmill and I was like doing my little run, and then something happened and I literally like 30 seconds after I started, I had to get off the treadmill to process how much I hated my life at that point because I listened to that plot point. Like, I literally was like horrified by how these people were acting. I hate cheating. I don't do cheating. Cheating is not my trope. But honestly, this isn't even like a holiday romance. Like, it's set in December, but like they literally go through December so fast, and it mostly talks about New Year's resolutions. So really save yourself the trouble. I personally do not think that this was worth it. If you want to hate read something, maybe you can go for this, but like if you're trying to get enjoyment out of a book, no, this is not worth it. This is like the opposite of worth it. I feel like if I'm reading a seasonal book, I have to read it in the season, which is why One Day in December was so disappointing, because I've been waiting to read it a day in December for like the last 2-3 years, and it flopped. That's all that I read this holiday season. Also, if you want like star ratings and my actual reviews of these books, you can check out my Goodreads, which is linked down below. It's also in like my link tree. Also, friend request me. I don't have that many friends on Goodreads. I need more friends. I hope you guys had a very great holiday season, and I think there's still some more holidays happening. So happy holidays. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Stay fresh, and I will catch you next time.